Imagine adding years to your life. Not through extreme diets, not through expensive supplements, and not through punishing workouts, but through a few simple habits practiced quietly every single day. What most people don't realize is this: the science of longevity has already uncovered behaviors that slow aging, protect vital organs, and dramatically reduce the risk of disease. And when doctors first saw the data, many of them were genuinely surprised. For decades, people believed living a long life was mostly about luck or genetics, but modern research tells a very different story. Genetics play a role, yes, but they explain only a small fraction of how long we live. The real drivers of longevity are daily choices, small actions repeated over years that either accelerate aging or quietly slow it down. The difference between aging well and aging poorly often comes down to habits so simple they're easy to ignore. And one of these habits is so underestimated that most people overlook it completely, despite the fact that it affects nearly every system in the human body. The first daily habit linked to a longer life is consistent movement. Not extreme workouts, not exhausting routines, simply moving your body every day. Walking, stretching, light strength training, even staying active around the house. These movements trigger powerful biological processes that protect the heart, regulate blood sugar, and reduce chronic inflammation. Study after study shows the same result. People who move daily live longer, even if they never step inside a gym. And here's why this matters. Movement doesn't just burn calories. It works at the cellular level. Physical activity improves the efficiency of mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside your cells. Healthier mitochondria means slower cellular aging, better energy production, and stronger resilience across the entire body. Movement isn't about intensity, it's about consistency. Another habit strongly linked to longevity is keeping blood sugar stable. Frequent blood sugar spikes quietly damage blood vessels, increase inflammation, and accelerate aging, raising the risk of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. Long-living populations tend to eat diets built around whole foods, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, healthy fats, and very little processed sugar. This way of eating keeps insulin balanced and protects organs from long-term damage. Sleep is another pillar of long life, and one of the most underestimated. During deep sleep, the brain clears toxic waste, hormones reset, tissues repair themselves. Chronic sleep deprivation speeds up aging at the cellular level and increases the risk of nearly every chronic disease. Sleep is not passive rest. It is active biological maintenance. And what most people get wrong about sleep is believing they can make up for it later. They can't. Longevity favors consistent, high-quality sleep, protected every single night. Stress management is another habit that directly affects lifespan. Chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated, damages blood vessels, weakens the immune system, and accelerates aging from the inside out. People who live longer tend to practice simple, daily stress-lowering behaviors: slow breathing, quiet reflection, time in nature, mindfulness, prayer. These practices signal safety to the nervous system, allowing the body to repair instead of remaining in survival mode. Strong social connection is another powerful predictor of long life. Research shows loneliness carries a mortality risk comparable to smoking. Human connection protects brain function, strengthens immunity, and reduces stress hormones. Long-living individuals stay socially engaged through family, friendships, community, or shared purpose. Another consistent habit seen in longevity research is a plant-rich diet. This doesn't require strict vegetarianism. It simply means vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grains form the foundation of daily meals. These foods reduce inflammation, protect arteries, support gut health, and provide antioxidants that slow cellular aging. Maintaining muscle mass is another critical but often overlooked longevity habit. Muscle regulates blood sugar, protects joints, and prevents frailty with age. Even light resistance training a few times per week significantly reduces mortality risk. Muscle isn't just strength, it's metabolic protection. People who live longer also tend to have a sense of purpose. Purpose lowers stress, strengthens immune function, and protects cognitive health. Whether it comes from work, learning, caregiving, creativity, or service, having a reason to wake up each day appears deeply protective. Daily routines are another shared habit among long-living populations. Consistent sleep times, regular meals, predictable daily rhythms. The human body thrives on rhythm, and routines create internal stability that supports repair and balance. Reducing toxin exposure is another important longevity habit. Limiting alcohol, avoiding smoking, reducing ultra-processed foods, choosing cleaner environments when possible. These changes don't need to be extreme. Small reductions done consistently make a measurable difference. And here's what surprised doctors the most. None of these habits work in isolation. Their power comes from the compound effect. Each habit reinforces the others, creating a biological environment that slows aging and strengthens resilience. Longevity isn't built through one dramatic change. It's built through small, daily actions compounded over years.
And perhaps the most encouraging finding of all, it's never too late to start. Even when these habits are adopted later in life, the body responds quickly. Blood pressure improves, inflammation decreases, energy returns. The human body is remarkably adaptable when given the right signals. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for the perfect plan. Longevity doesn't require perfection. It rewards consistency. Small steps taken daily are far more powerful than extreme efforts that don't last. Living longer isn't just about adding years to life. It's about adding life to those years. More energy, clearer thinking, stronger bodies, and greater independence as we age. And stay with us, because in the next video, we'll reveal foods doctors once praised, but now warn may actually accelerate aging if consumed every day.